Have you ever wondered where the petrol that goes in your car comes from and why it is considered pollution? Petrol is made from oil, which is a fossil fuel. Fossil fuels are formed from plants and animals that lived on the earth up to 300 million years ago and are found deep in the earth. When fossil fuels are burned to make petrol, this is called fossil fuel combustion. During fossil fuel combustion, a gas known as carbon dioxide is released, and if too much is produced, it is harmful to the environment. Excessive carbon dioxide causes acid rain, which destroys plants, endangers sea life and buildings. High levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is creating a layer around the Earth that causes our atmosphere to hold on to more heat from the sun. This pollution is affecting weather patterns around the world. Although the invention of motor vehicles has been useful to modern society, the number of cars on the roads is growing at a very fast speed every day, all over the world. Fossil fuel combustion, as it happens in motor vehicles, is one of the biggest contributors to air pollution in the world, along with the production of electricity through coal-burning power plants. Have you ever noticed that many cars on the roads have one person in them, the driver? If more people used public transport, like trains, buses and taxis or lift clubs, we would be able to reduce the number of cars on the roads, making sure that there is less pollution. In many cities around the world, they have a car-free day, where owners of cars are encouraged to leave their cars at home and use public transport, so there will be less cars on the road and less pollution. If your parents are thinking of buying a car, you can tell them they need to think about how their new car is going to affect the environment. A smaller car is better, since it does not use as much petrol. Tell them if they want to look after the environment for future generations, they need to start now.
Here's this Fiso. It's not just people who drive big cars that cause a huge problem. Everyone uses electricity, and making electricity causes a huge amount of pollution.
Nami bengizosho leyo nto. Sonke responsible for the way sitreatana umhlaba. I mean, we've all taken a deep bath, we've all left an unnecessary light on, and we've all left our cell phone chargers plugged in.
Hey, I've got an idea. Maybe we can make my uncle a collage which shows him how important it is we help to save the environment.
Yazi Gugu, umbono omuhle le collage izobonisa umalume wakho ukuthi le carbon dioxide iphuma from imotweni yakhe.
My uncle's a businessman, Fiso. Ufuna yonke into ngephepha. He always says, "Convince me," every time I ask him for something.
Nice work, you two.
Thanks. We're not resting until we make sure there's less pollution in our world.
It's not just for us, Fiso. It's for other kids too. I'm sure Zugi's dad can realize that he doesn't need his 4x4.
It's great to see you guys working so hard to reduce pollution. But there's something you're forgetting. It's not just cars that pollute the environment. It is the waste from our homes as well.
Mara, asilahlele idoti estradeni. Sifake emaplastikini, then the rubbish truck, it comes and takes it away.
Takes it away? No, my dears, there's really no away. That stuff that you throw away at home has to go somewhere. It goes to the landfill.
And that's a problem because...
Well, think about it. A landfill is a big, deep hole in the ground. After rubbish is taken from your homes, it's taken to the landfill, where it's flattened by special machines and put into the hole. A lot of waste ends up in the landfills unnecessarily because some people don't recycle.
But how does that affect the environment?
Well, why don't I leave that up to you two to find out on your own?
I love it when you guys do that.
Nothing like good old-fashioned research. They only want us to get better at finding answers ourselves. Miss Sainamore says that our waste gets taken to the landfills.
But how does this end up infecting the environment?
Take a look at this.
Umndeni owodwa walapha eNingizimu Afrika ukhiqiza itani elilodwa lododi ngonyaka. Kusetshenziswa izigidi ezingamakhulu amahlanu kaplastiki ngonyaka futhi kuthatha iminyaka engamakhulu amane ukuthi iplastiki ibreakeke kuma landfills. Uma ibreakeka down, ikhipha ama-toxins anobungozi kubunjalo bendawo.
Gross.
Just can't get enough.
What is your problem? You children are just inventing problems. The earth is big enough to bury all our rubbish.
The point is to keep rubbish out of our landfills. It's so disgusting.
Well, Miss Sainamore, atimele sirecycle ama-plastic, amaphepha, nama-can. Mara most abantu abawarecycle. That's why I end up kuma landfills.
It's all about how we can reduce the waste that comes from our homes, that pollutes the environment. But look, Loveday sitting through his story.
Kate en Danny het baie bekommerd vanaf die skool teruggekeer. 'n Gasspreker, meneer Kane, het die skool kom meedeel hoe belangrik herwinning is om die aarde en sy natuurlike hulpbronne van besoedeling te red. Meneer Kane het in die gemeenskap naby die asgate gewoon. Die asgate was nooit ordentlik ontwerp nie en so het die grondwater wat gebruik word om te drink, te kook en wasgoed te doen, besoedel geraak. Van die mense in die gemeenskap het baie siek geword met diarree. Meneer Kane se eie kind ook. Omdat die vullis in die asgate lê en verrot, gee dit 'n gas af genoem metaan. Metaan is 'n gas wat bydra tot aardverhitting. Hulle het ook 'n probleem gehad met rotte en vliee wat deur die afval gelok word. Meneer Kane het die leerlinge met 'n baie belangrike boodskap gelos. Herwin om vullis uit asgate te hou. Om iets soos papier te herwin, beskerm ook natuurlike hulpbronne. Minder bome word afgekap om papier te maak. Kate en Danny vertel toe hulle ma hoe erg die afval die omgewing beïnvloed en mense siek maak. Sy sê sy is jammer, maar sy kan niks daaraan doen nie. Kate en Danny vertel haar toe hoe elke gesin kan help deur hulle vis te herwin. Kate en Danny kry toe plastieksakke vir die verskillende soorte vullis. 'n Sak vir papier, een vir blikke, een vir glas en een vir plastiek. Selfs pa het gehelp. Die volgende dag was Kate besig om 'n kartonhouer weg te gooi, net om 'n sopblikkie tussen die tydskrifte te sien. Ma vra toe verskoning omdat sy vergeet het om die vullis te skei. Danny haal die sopblikkie uit en sien toe daar is nog 'n bietjie sop in. Hy sê toe vir sy ma dat alles afgespoel moet word voordat dit weggeneem word vir herwinning. Ma sê toe sy sal 'n nota maak om haar te help onthou. Elke oggend voor pa werk toe gaan, sit hy die vorige aand se koerante in die herwinningssak. Na 'n paar dae was die familie heel goed om die vullis vir herwinning te sorteer. Teen die einde van die week het die hele gesin die herwinningssakke by die herwinningsdepot gaan aflewer. Meneer Kane is een van die werkers daar. Hy het die gesin bedank dat hulle help om die vullis vir die asgate te verminder. So kan elkeen in die wêreld in 'n skoner, beter omgewing woon.